All right. Well, my name is Michael King from Massachusetts Family Institute, and I have the privilege of having another wonderful pastor that we've been partnering with, Pastor Milagro from the great city of Lawrence. So welcome, Milagro, this morning.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you for the invitation of having me with you to talk about our partnership.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about two specific things quickly this morning with you because I know you're very busy, getting all things prepared for the churches that you guys take care of in Lawrence. My understanding is that the organization of churches that you work with is about over 100 different churches in the city of Lawrence. Is that right?
That is correct, Michael. We have currently a good number of churches that are supporting us as an association. Um, and we are here to help the other pastors join in. We have a lot of churches in Lawrence,
Yeah.
and thank God that we have a good group.
Yeah, no, we've been so privileged to partner with you guys, and I really want to focus on what people know as the bathroom law. We had a referendum in 2018 that you guys were a big part of, and then also the marijuana issue in Lawrence as well. So I want to start with just a PowerPoint here to show our viewers what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to bring that up here, and I'm assuming
Great.
you can see that, right,
I
Milagro?
could. Thank
Okay.
you.
So, first on the pot shops issue, and I'll just go through these real quick, and then we can comment on them. So, 250 towns and cities have opted out or passed a
Hmm.
moratorium, as you know, out of the 351. This was
Hmm.
recently in Lynn. I don't know if you knew the story or not, Milagro, but
Yes.
200 people showed up in Lynn about a month ago
Hmm.
because they want to open up a pot shop literally within 100 feet of a church. So these are church members of probably five different Hispanic churches in Lynn coming together at the mayor's office, and we're continuing to follow that story. And then, here, this is Lawrence about 2 years ago. Uh,
Absolutely.
you guys were the first city or town to actually, no, you were the first city to ban commercial marijuana in the state of Massachusetts. And just what a wonderful experience that was. This is the overflow room. There were so many people that showed up that night. I believe it was a Tuesday night back in the summer of 2017. And you were able to convince your city council to vote unanimously to
Yes.
ban commercial marijuana in the city of Lawrence. This is in Lowell, and I'm sure you're familiar with this story because you're connected to these churches as well.
I was there. Yes.
Yep, you were there. Yep, at the
Yes.
Peace March. So we had about 100 people come out, and I think there's one pot shop in Lowell right now. I think there's permitted for five, but the
Mhm.
goal is to get it down to none. So what a great day that was. I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on in Waltham. Again, Hispanic churches coming together in Waltham. This was Christmas 2018. Because of these 100 plus people taking a stand. As I understand it, there are no recreational pot shops in Waltham. There's not a ban on it like in Lawrence, but there are no shops, as I understand it, currently in the city of Waltham. And here's more pictures of the churches coming together, attending community meetings, and really just protecting the youth, especially from a youth addiction epidemic. And then the other thing I want to touch on too, not just victory on the commercial marijuana issue, but also in Lawrence, we lost the statewide referendum. 850,000 people voted no the way we'd like them to vote on that question. But Lawrence was the only city to vote no in the majority on question 3 in the interest of protecting young people and their privacy in these public accommodations. And here are the public accommodations that unfortunately are still open to men going into women's spaces, bathrooms, shelters, dressing rooms, nursing homes, fitness centers, locker rooms. Now, churches are not on that list. And I'll be doing a video later with a pastor one of the 4 pastors that sued the attorney general to take churches off that list, and they were successful. But really encouraged about what happened in Lawrence to vote. I was telling you earlier, Lawrence is 90% Hispanic. Um, a lot of people don't know what yes and no mean on these questions many times, but you guys were able to educate so many people in Lawrence that they knew what no meant, and they voted that way on that referendum. So I want you to speak to, the bathroom issue, and also the marijuana issue, and just how your 100+ churches were able to be so effective to have victory like that in Lawrence.
Yes, let me speak, and thank you again, Michael, because these are victories sometimes that we quickly forget. And these are the things that we need to keep on the table and say how the church is so effective. And our churches have really, truly, and honestly been effective because of the unity that we have with each other. We call each other to order when things like this arise. We have our differences as far as our denominations or whatever differences we might have, but we are the pastors of this community. We are not a pastor of a single just unit, but we pastor this whole community at one end or another. And we have seen the success. Our success has been in both of this issue because of our partnership with MFI, with you guys. As we are very grateful for the help, for the material, for the counsel, and the help in advocacy and moving things forward. We have been doing this, we have taken that, and we have moved even in other issues here. So going with the marijuana bill first, we have the great thing is that we came in, I mean, the Lord has really, truly transformed lives. So therefore, we took those lives that have been transformed right into the city council, and the city council heard the testimony of mothers, of young men, of children, of brothers and sisters, grandmother raising kids, and exposing their personal information to the whole world, telling them this is where they started, and some of them are no longer with us. So therefore, we don't want our community to continue to be affected by this. And we have been the affected folks. We have the affected and the affected on the issue of marijuana, and we stood strong in that issue, and we still stand strong. I mean, do some of the folks that were, like the folks that were really supporting this bill to move forward, are they happy with us? Absolutely not. It has been very evident that they weren't. But it's not about them. It's about our future. It's about our kids. I mean, right now, with all the permission that we have, you walk in the street, you go into a parking lot, and all you smell is weed. So we wanted to make sure that, the kids, we are not going to put it that accessible to our kids. We're not going to make it. I understand some people have an argument that this is medicinal and the cannabis is this, and that's fine and dandy for your home if you want to do it. But I need to look at all the people of the city, and this is what we showed up. We filled up the house. You showed a picture there, and this was this was only one picture of many, because outside of that room, you knew that it was full, and we had people that were non-believers. They were outside in the streets. They were people still. So we had we filled the house completely, if you could say that, and it was because we're standing strong. And again, the support that we got from MFI was absolutely incredible. The information, as I said, both in Spanish and English, and breaking it down for us, and being strategic in this form, bringing the congregation to the knowledge, bringing the congregation, up to date with what's going on, and with information that is factual, not emotional, and also from that perspective, taking them to take action in their community and be a proactive, we're not going to react later. We need to be proactive. And that's what we did. And that was only through the help of you guys that we did. Now, going with the bathroom bill, I am amazed. I am happy. We are truly content with the efforts. I mean, do we need to do more? Absolutely. We need to do much more. I mean, that was just a stepping stone to what we need to continue as a community to do here in Lawrence. You know, we have a lot of others community around them. They have their advocates, they have their leaders, but we want to start here. We want to be an example, and we want folks to really, as in our community, to really take issues such as the bathroom bill and the marijuana bill, take it to heart and understand that this will take an effect. I mean, we make decision today on emotions, and later on we will pay the price. So we're trying to be proactive in trying to reduce and lessen the issues that we have in this community. Today we are facing a pandemic. You know, we're taking action on that as well, and we've taken it from the lessons we have learned from MFI. So the bathroom bill was for us extremely important. And again, we gained some bad rap, you know, that the evangelicals want to take over and they want to push down the, you know, their morals into other people and whatnot. I really am not concerned about them and what they say. I am concerned about standing my ground and defending the defenseless and being able to be a voice out there for those that really need to be defended. That defenseless, which is the children. And, you know, you talk about the elderly. We have a lot of, you know, you talk about this bathroom bill, and yes, we might emphasize on the children, but emphasize on those, you know, the elderly of our community that cannot be defended. They are also vulnerable, and they are also going to be affected. We have taken action with that. Yes, you know, we've created more opportunities. That actually created more opportunities for the churches to be more aware, create policies within the churches. You know, we've been having, you know, for the last 20 years, we've always had bathroom managers. Now we have increased the number so that way we don't want, you know, if somebody wants to go there, we need to make sure that nobody else goes in there. You know, so we are taking measures to continue to stand our ground, and that for us is extremely important. So yes, I have to tell you, and if it wasn't for your help and your insistence, I need to thank you very specifically for your insistence. The fact that we get your texts, your emails, you know, we get a quick response from you. It is awesome. You have built something that is working, and it's human touch, and that's what you've created. MFI, I mean, it is great to have all this technology and all these things, and they're great, and I am very grateful for all of that stuff. But the human touch is necessary, specifically for us folks that are continuously busy. Right now, we are busy with a situation, but this human touch makes a difference. It's you know, it's stopping a moment, you know, and creating another opportunity for someone else. You know, pastors around this nation really have to take, you know, the word of God into consideration. I mean, and I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to not say, you know, that we're going to have to give an account of our actions. Everyone, whether you're Catholic, Presbyterian, whatever, we're all going to have to give an account to God about what we have done to defend those that are defenseless, to do the work that God has called us to do real religion, you know, take care of the orphans and the widows and all this stuff. That's what we need to do, and we need to stand, we need to speak for them. So that's what we have done, and we have, you know, we have had help and guidance. We have been able to run, and I have to reiterate, you have helped us so much that we're able to move forward using the same strategies and move forward on other issues. You know, then when we come again and work with you, you know, we have some other issues coming up, and those issues, you know, we have to, if we don't have the information, we need to get the information from somewhere, and we need to have good factual information, not our emotions. You know, they know us, you know, out there, you know, the folks are emotional. We're not acting under emotion. We're acting now under facts, because we have an organization that has given us the facts. And that has, you know, working with lawyers continuously, working with people that are informed of the issues. And we're here. So we're here, and we've done this. We have accomplished, may I say, what we have accomplished with the help of MFI. And I am truly grateful. And I'm not saying that just because you called me. We say this in all the meetings. We say this to our other partners that we have. We have worked strategically. You have come with humility. You have not come with, we know we have all the answers. You have come and have said to us, you know, we can help. And we have said, thank you, because we need help. And that Michael, that's it. You know?
Yeah, no, and every time that I speak at churches, you know, I've probably spoken at 100 different church events just in 2019, and I always reference Lawrence as
Well, thank you.
as the example, you know, when it comes to that church MFI relationship, how we want to be a resource. You know, I'm so impressed too. In Lawrence, your organization, as I understand it, represents about 5,000 people in the city, give or take, you know, but that's about 5% of your city. So,
Mhm.
you know, the fact that 5% has stopped all commercial marijuana shops in Lawrence, you know, that 5% has educated the city to vote no on the bathroom law, especially, like I said, in a city that's 90% Hispanic, speaks English as a second language many times. So, yeah, we are just so encouraged. I mean, I've spoken at the most I've spoken in any city or town has been in Lawrence, you know, and the many different churches that you guys have. So, yeah, so I just hope people that watch this video are so encouraged, you know, what we can do together
Yes.
in all 351 towns and cities
Yes.
in Massachusetts. So Milagro, I just want, I'm sure you're busy. You got to get back to some other things. I know you had a food supply come in there and
Yes.
you're real busy. So I
Yes.
appreciate you taking the time out today to talk about this and encourage other pastors to continue to stay in the fight for life and for religious liberty and for parental rights. And I'm excited about what we're going to do in the near future to take on the explicit pornographic sex education in the public
Yes.
schools,
Yes.
you know, and protect our kids' minds. You know, for those of you watching, we do have a virtual parent forum video that we can send to you. So if you'd like to get access to that, you can actually just text the word education. If you speak Spanish, it's educación to 797979, and you'll get a link to that virtual parent forum that exposes the explicit sex ed being taught in our schools. So Milagro, any final comments you wanted to make?
I just want to thank you and keep up the good work. We are appreciative of everything that you guys have done thus far, and we will continue to fight. Our stand is to stand in the Lord's side, and we have done it with you. So we thank you, truly.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Milagro. I really appreciate it. And we will continue to pray for you guys and be in touch, and hope everything goes well with that new shipment that came in.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.